So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste. I am Daksh, the founder of Blub World. A very warm welcome to all of you to the Blub World Web Talks 143rd episode. In the last 142 episodes, we have talked to, interacted with more than 2,500 school leaders from 50 plus countries on this very platform. इन 2,500 लोगों से बात करके हमने एक चीज करने की कोशिश की कि let's create a repository of ideas. क्योंकि आइडिया किसी की मिल्कियत नहीं होते, वो किसी की प्रॉपर्टी नहीं होते और इनोवेशन हमेशा सीमलेसली फ्लो करती रहनी चाहिए। सो आज जब हम आपके साथ में वापस अगले 60 मिनट बातचीत करने वाले हैं, we're going to talk about something that's quite imminent, that's immediate और जिसको हम कह सकते हैं that's going to emerge in the coming times. Most importantly, let's start this conversation that with a news or a report that just came today morning when one of the leading industry associations told India that your biggest employer industry is going to lose 30 lakh jobs within the next 1 year. जब इतनी सारी नौकरियां खत्म होंगी और इतनी सारी कैपिटल टेक्नोलॉजी बनाने में इन्वेस्ट होगी तो ह्यूमन कैपिटल कहां जाएगी और किस ओर उसका डायरेक्शन हमें देना होगा, बिकॉज ह्यूमन कैपिटल को नर्चर करके बड़ा करके उसे पूरी तरीके से मैच्योर कर पाना शायद शिक्षा का, शिक्षाविदों का और इस बहुत बड़ी शिक्षा व्यवस्था का काम है। So today when we try to know from all of you what would be the post COVID career trends, ये ऐसा एक शब्द हो गया है जिसमें अब पहले बहुत सारी एस्पिरेशन हुआ करती थी और बहुत सारा डर हुआ करता है, फ्रॉम एस्पिरेशन टू लॉट ऑफ फियर, और ये ट्रांजिशन बहुत ज्यादा स्वीट नहीं था और हम लोग अब ये जानने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि जो अपने करियर्स में आगे बढ़ चुके हैं, आईटी इंडस्ट्री में नॉर्मली 40 साल को रिटायरमेंट एज माना जाता है और हमारे देश में उसे सबसे बड़ा रिक्रूटर माना जाता है। ऐसे में हम एज अ कंट्री, एज अ कम्युनिटी, एज अ सोसाइटी, व्हाट आर वी लुकिंग एट, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ अ फ्यूचर डू वी वांट टू क्रिएट। A very big thank you to Rishi Hood University for helping us in organizing the session for today. आज के इस 143वें एपिसोड में we'll try to know from all these amazing experts the post-COVID career trends. Thank you so much for joining in. A very warm welcome to all of you once again to the Blub World Web Talks 143rd episode. I am Daksh and let's listen to our speakers. And जैसा हम हर बार करते हैं, थोड़ा सा mix of speakers बनाते हैं जिसमें major and school principals and there are experts from the industry जो अपना perspective उसमें add करें. Before we start, Blub World Web Talks is a bilingual platform, so you can use English or Hindi, any of these languages. Try sticking to these two. If you want to use a third one, you can, but I won't get it. So try sticking to these two. Most importantly, Blub World Web Talks एक speech marathon नहीं है. ये एक speech sprint है. ये 100 मीटर की रेस है. तो कोशिश कीजिए कि आप उस थोड़े से समय में बहुत कुछ हमें बता पाएं ताकि सबका समय और ज्यादा यूटिलाइज हो, ये और ज्यादा क्रिस्प हो और ज्यादा एंजॉयबल हो। सो वंस योर स्पीकिंग टाइम इज ओवर, यू माइट गेट म्यूटेड। इफ यू गेट म्यूटेड, please don't get offended. It is just to finish the activity on time and make it more enjoyable for everyone. We respect your views a lot. So thank you so much once again. Let me invite the first speaker for today to set the ball rolling. Context set कीजिए and ये बताने की हमें कोशिश कीजिए कि ये इतनी बड़ी ह्यूमन कैपिटल जो हमारा देश नर्चर कर रहा है, ये कहां जाने वाली है? थोड़ी सी भविष्यवाणी, थोड़ी सी एक्सपर्टीज और बहुत सारा एक्सपीरियंस। Let's try to know from the first speaker for today the post-COVID career trends. A very warm welcome, Dr. Reshma Wadhwani Vats, the School of Education from Rishi Hood University, Sonipat, Haryana. Reshma ma'am, over to you for the next 5 minutes. Please unmute your audio and a very warm welcome.
Thank you so much, Daksh, for introducing me, for giving such a nice introduction. And I welcome all of you. And it's really a pleasure to meet all of you. It's always a pleasure to meet people from academia because that is the place where you share your thoughts and your ideas. And after all, we are all working for the betterment of children. That is our main motto. So I'm so happy to be here to be sharing my thoughts on post-COVID careers. So, we are talking about 21st century skills now. And we have been talking about 21st century skills. So broad set of knowledge, skills, work habits, and character traits that are, that will help children to survive in this century. And, some years back, if a child would have been telling his parent कि मुझे एक wedding photographer बनना है या मुझे data scientist बनना है या मुझे, for example, I want to go and work in farms, it would not have been appreciated that much. And the standard dialogue would have been कि तुम government job का तैयारी करो. go and study for a government job and get a government job, get a secured career. And COVID has taught us very nicely that there is nothing called as secure. Security is just a myth. It's just हमारे दिमाग का एक भ्रम है जो कोविड ने हमें बहुत अच्छे से सिखा दिया है. So, but nonetheless, we have to tell our children, we have to teach our children, what are these skills which will help them to become better educators, social reformers, college professors, employers, and others. So, these skills not only help you academically, but also help you to survive in the real world. That is what I want to tell everybody. So the skills which are much in demand now, especially after COVID-19, are the critical thinking skills, the problem solving skills, the ability to reason out, the ability to analyze, the ability to interpret and synthesize information. So that looks for a lot of creativity, curiosity, imagination, innovation. So big words, yes. But, as educators, it is our responsibility to see that how we inculcate, how we integrate these skills in our curriculum, and how we train and groom the young generation so that, they are able to have that kind of perseverance, that self-direction, that kind of, written, oral and written communication. They should also have some kind of leadership, ability to work in teams, collaboration. So, there are big words, but it is really, really very important that we as educators, as head of institutions, as people who are looking for children who will rule the world and, who will make India proud and make India Atmanirbhar Bharat. So, these are the skills, especially the ICT skills, the communication skills, the facility in using virtual workspaces. Like many people did not know about this. So the trends have changed now. No longer government jobs. Government job means government job security, but now we are looking for people who are adaptable, who have resilience, who are able to stand up and say, no matter what, if I have lost everything, I still have the skills to, come forward. So that is what I wish to say, Daksh, that, times have changed, and so we should be changing along with the times. And it is our duty as educators to groom and nurture young minds so that, they are able to change the world. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you so much, Reshma ma'am. And आपने जो बातें कही, let me take some of the important points out of it to take the talk forward. 21st century skills जो कि एक critical part अब हो गई हैं, हम सब जने जान रहे हैं, critical thinking, communication, collaboration, leadership, ये सारी skills को अभी बहुत सारी कोशिश हो रही है स्कूल करिकुलम में इंटीग्रेट करने की and to take it to the next level. And जिस बात को आपने कहा, skilling for survival and most importantly integrating the skill into the curriculum. यहाँ एक इतनी बड़ी लड़ाई है करिकुलम को, सिलेबस को कंप्लीट करने की, और उसमें एक नई लड़ाई आ गई कि अब स्किलिंग को भी आप उसमें इंटीग्रेट कर दीजिए. एंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंटली साल के महीने उतने के उतने रहे, छुट्टियां उतनी की उतनी रही, बच्चे उतने ही दिनों के लिए स्कूल में रहे, एंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंटली अब तो स्कूल में भी नहीं, वर्चुअली स्कूल में रहे, तो वहां पर वो चैलेंज थोड़ा और बड़ा हो जाता है. सो बिफोर वी मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट स्पीकर, आई वुड लाइक टू शेयर समथिंग दैट हैपेंड टुडे, बिकॉज अब हम उन्हीं स्कूल लीडर्स की बात सुनने वाले हैं जो कि हर रोज ये लड़ाई झगड़ा कर रहे हैं. बिकॉज स्कूल्स के साथ सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज ये है, स्कूल्स रिसोर्सेज में किसी यूनिवर्सिटी के बराबर नहीं होते. एज एन इंस्टीट्यूशन दे आर नॉट टू बिग टू हैंडल अ लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स. और अभी जो स्कूल्स फेस कर रहे हैं वो काफी स्कूलों के लिए टू बिग है, और सच में काफी बड़ा है, जिसको हैंडल कर पाना मुश्किल है. सो जस्ट टुडे वी गॉट अ कॉल फ्रॉम वन ऑफ द स्कूल लीडर्स जिसने इसी प्लेटफॉर्म पर किसी समय बोला था, एंड दैट वाज क्वाइट अ बैड कॉन्वर्सेशन फॉर अस बिकॉज they confided in us, लेकिन उन्होंने ये बताया कि उनके अपने पर्सनल फ्रेंड नेटवर्क में से 4 school leaders have committed a suicide and they want us to do a story on it. And उसके वो facts हमारे साथ भेज रहे हैं. उसका सबसे बड़ा कारण है the kind of financial stress the schools are facing. And ऐसे समय पर जब 30 लाख नौकरियां जाने की बात होगी तो डर शायद थोड़ा और बढ़ जाएगा. So let's now try to understand from the school leaders COVID trends, skilling. क्या स्किलिंग आने वाले करियर्स और ट्रेंड्स के लिए बहुत है, या हमें उसके बियॉन्ड भी कुछ सोचना होगा, या हमें अभी स्किलिंग ही सोचना होगा. सो अ वेरी वार्म वेलकम टू द नेक्स्ट स्पीकर फॉर टुडे, मिस्टर त्रिलोक सिंह भिष्ट, प्रिंसिपल ऑफ दिल्ली पब्लिक स्कूल फ्रॉम गाजियाबाद, उत्तर प्रदेश. त्रिलोक जी, ओवर टू यू फॉर द नेक्स्ट 3 minutes. प्लीज अनम्यूट योर ऑडियो एंड अ वेरी वार्म वेलकम.
Thank you, Daksh. It's 5:08. My time is only 3 minutes. I'll try to wind up within that time. Since the question today is the post-COVID careers, so I'll jump on straight to that. I will just say that, even without the COVID also, that things were going to change. We were talking about the VUCA world for the last 4 years, that things are going to change within 5 years. The kind of career opportunities are going to be changing altogether with the advent of our uh, artificial intelligence and machine learning and all those things which have been changing with the passage of time. But the pandemic has really speeded it up. It has just increased the potential. It has really increased the rate of change altogether. Just in 1.5 years, we have come to know that there's so many things which are changing. Most of the schools have gone online. Virtual platform is there. When we are virtually we are teaching, then there's a lot of opportunities for people, the edtech companies, which are going to hire a lot of people for their work. So I think edtech companies will be coming up in a big way, and there'll be a lot of, and even in the NEP you can see it has been encouraging with the progressive thoughts on how to integrate the technology into the education system. So I think this is one area where the children can think of unconventional career options. Earlier, we talk about the children, you say, I want to become an engineer or a doctor or a CA. But today, the children have a wider perspective. They have their perspective, the horizon has widened up actually. They talk about big things today. If you talk about the health services, earlier it was just like being a doctor and a nurse, but today, being even this medical tourism, you can say it has become a big business today, and it will create a lot of opportunities for the people to have medical tourism. May a lot of jobs can be created where people travel from one country to another for the medical care or the healthcare things. Even in the hospitals in the Western world, it was already there. The transcriptors were there, but in India, I think we are going to post COVID. We'll have a lot of transcriptions and all. Transcriptors will be coming into the education system, into the health sector. I think health sector has a big boom, and a lot of prospective jobs are there in the future. Then we talk about financial services, whether you talk about Paytm, Phone Pay or Google Pay or things like that. There's a lot of digitalization in this sector also. And here also a lot of, artificial intelligence is needed. How to keep the records and all those things. A lot of work has to be done, and the children can get into these professions which are out of the box kind of a things which they can think of. Even the over the top and the online gaming. You can see the youth. We have the largest youth in the world. More than 33 million youth are there with our country. So they are all into the online gaming and all. This online gaming industry will also be a big boon and a kind of opportunity for the future careers for the children. And last but not the least, because it's only 30 seconds are left, I'll just quickly tell you that finally the e-retail shops. You can see online and all a lot of online shopping is happening with the children. So my sprint is over. I think I've already crossed the time. Thank you so much, Daksh, for not blocking me before I finish up. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Trilok ji. So to summarize what you said, कि पैंडेमिक ने चेंज को बहुत ज़्यादा स्पीड अप कर दिया, पेस ऑफ चेंज बहुत ज़्यादा हुआ. हम जो शायद अगले 10-15 सालों में चेंज एक्सपेक्ट करते थे, वो 1.5 सालों में श्रिंक हो गया, और जल्दी से हम कहीं एक मतलब जिस पोजीशन पे थे उससे एक अलग ही पोजीशन पे बहुत जल्दी पहुंच गए. नए नए अनकन्वेंशनल करियर्स खुल गए, नई नई इंडस्ट्रीज ऐसी चालू हो गई जिनका रिक्रूटमेंट पोटेंशियल भी बहुत हाई है, जो ह्यूमन कैपिटल को डाइजेस्ट भी कर पाएंगे और उसे आगे नर्चर भी कर पाएंगे. Like medical tourism, then you talked about the health sector seeing a real boom. वो सभी जने हम देख रहे हैं अक्रॉस द इंडस्ट्री. बहुत सारा इन्वेस्टमेंट हो रहा है एजुकेशन वर्टिकल के अंदर भी, मेडिसिन, पैरामेडिक्स, इसके अंदर बहुत सारी नई कैपेबिलिटीज बनाई जा रही हैं. ऑनलाइन गेमिंग इज अगेन अ बिग हिट. इट्स ऑलरेडी अ हिट क्योंकि उसका कंज्यूमर बेस बहुत बड़ा है. अब उसका एम्प्लॉयमेंट बेस किस तरीके से आगे एवोल्यूट करता है, दिस इज समथिंग दैट वी नीड टू सी. एंड यहाँ पे शायद क्रिएटिव करियर्स बहुत क्रिटिकल हो जाएंगे, बिकॉज हमारे यहाँ पे विजुअलाइजर्स हम नॉर्मली इंडस्ट्री में तैयार नहीं करते हैं. एजुकेशन में हम लोग डिजाइनर तैयार कर देते हैं, लेकिन विजुअलाइजर तक पहुंच नहीं पाते. एंड यहाँ पे इंडस्ट्री बहुत अलग तरीके से जॉब्स को एवोल्यूट करवाने वाला है. So thank you so much, Trilok ji. Let me invite the next speaker for today, Ms. Aditi Mishra, the Director Principal of Delhi Public School from Gurgaon, Haryana. Aditi ma'am, over to you for the next 3 minutes. Please unmute your audio and a very warm welcome.
Thank you very much, Daksh. I'm actually feeling like a little fish since we're supposed to do a blub talk. Very honored to be part of this panel. I think I'll take off from where Dr. Vats left off, talking about the essential skills, irrespective of what career options there are in front of the children. There are certain skills that are going to be sort of mapped with any career that they may pick up. So she spoke about creativity, about critical thinking. I think what we also understand, the two very important skills which are going to be needed are communication. How to say what you are saying most effectively to the right person at the right time. Very important skill. And collaboration. You know, our whole system is unfortunately built towards competition. Everybody wants to be part of a race and who's going to come first. But the more we collaborate, the more we work together, I think that is true success. So the concepts of Sahoday, the concept we teach our children of Antyodaya, the last person standing should also be risen. I think those ideas have to become ingrained in the children's psyche. And with these four essential skills, I always like to add two more skills, which somehow have got a little lost. One is compassion and one is caring. I think whichever area the children will pick up, there will be a need for a great deal of compassion, especially if we talk about post-corona times. Everybody has been through a tough time. There is nobody, I think, globally who has been untouched by corona. So whenever this generation reaches the task force, they will come with certain scars of corona and will need a lot of care, compassion, and hand-holding to move ahead. And again, the idea of everyone coming together so that everybody works together. I mean, it should not be that because I have to win, 5 people have to lose. The whole idea, it can be any sphere. It can be health, law, teaching, engineering, anywhere. The more people work together, the more they share skills, the more they build each other's strength. I think that in the true sense will build communities which are more sustainable, more nurturing. Obviously, this will contribute, communities will come together and contribute to state building. And of course, that will restore nation building. And if we want to see a strong, resilient, brave new India, I think these skills have to be looked at very, very carefully from the school level to the university level and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aditi ma'am. आपने जो बातें कही उसमें से let me take out some of the important points that can be taken forward. हमें स्किल्स को सबसे पहला मैप करना होगा और ऐसे स्किल्स को फाइनली आइडेंटिफाई करना होगा जो सारे करियर्स में काम आ जाएं. क्राइसिस मैनेजमेंट उसमें से एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट स्किल हो गई है क्योंकि हम बहुत सारी क्राइसिस कंटिन्यूस हैंडल कर रहे हैं. एंड व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट अ मल्टी करियर लाइफ, तो हर करियर का चेंज या हर करियर का ट्रांजिशन एक तरीके की क्राइसिस ही होगा. एंड वहीं पे कंपटीशन से कोलैबोरेशन पे शिफ्ट होना होगा हमारी मेंटालिटी को एज अ कम्युनिटी, एज अ सोसाइटी, टेकिंग केयर ऑफ इवन द लास्ट माइल, कनेक्ट और द लास्ट पर्सन स्टैंडिंग. ये कैसे होगा इज अ बिग चैलेंज, क्योंकि ये ऐसी स्किल है जो हम एम्पैथी तो पढ़ा देते हैं, लेकिन एम्पैथी नॉर्मली आदमी अपने क्लोजेस्ट सर्कल तक देख पाता है. लास्ट माइल तक पहुंच पाना या लास्ट पर्सन स्टैंडिंग तक जाना इज समथिंग दैट अगेन वुड नीड अ डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ एन अप्रोच. कंपैशन और केयरिंग या एम्पैथी, ये डिजाइन थिंकिंग की शुरुआत है और अब एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट स्किल है आने वाले समय में. Because what we right now know, the core purpose of education is now not a career, is rather problem solving. Because आपकी नौकरी भी उस प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग पे निर्भर है, आपका बिजनेस भी उसी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग पे निर्भर है. आप जितनी बड़ी प्रॉब्लम का सॉल्यूशन करेंगे, आप उतना ज्यादा पैसा, उतनी ज्यादा सक्सेस अपनी तरफ अट्रैक्ट करेंगे. सो थैंक यू सो मच मैम. एंड एक चीज जिसपे आपने टॉक को कंक्लूड किया, विच आई थिंक कैन बी टेकन अहेड, इज बिल्डिंग अ मैकेनिज्म ऑफ स्किल शेयरिंग. कि हमें कहीं ना कहीं सबको पीयर स्किल शेयरिंग का एक प्लेटफॉर्म, एक कम्युनिटी फीलिंग आप कह सकते हैं पैदा करनी होगी. बिकॉज ओनली देन विल बी एबल टू ग्रो एज अ सोसाइटी. हमें कंपटीशन से सच में कोलैबोरेशन पे वापस आना होगा. Thank you so much, Aditi ma'am. Let me invite the next speaker for today, Mr. Akhilesh Chaturvedi, the principal of Delhi Public School from Maruti Kunj, Gurgaon, Haryana. Akhilesh ji, over to you for the next 3 minutes. Please unmute your audio and a very warm welcome.
Thank you, Daksh. A very good evening to one and all present here. I'm not going to repeat what the fellow speakers have already conveyed. When we talk about the various career options, in my opinion, it's not going to make many more changes because of this pandemic which has arisen right now, because it's a temporary phase. I do strongly believe that maybe the couple of months are hardly left and later on we'll have a normal life. Only what I could see, the use of technology is going to be more in whatever the career options we were already having. The biggest, say like the challenge, which was for us, for all of us as the teachers, and I feel is online education that has again will be a very, very good career option for all. So those kind of things, like the students, they need to give more emphasis on this, what they have already learning, and then how to use technology in that particular area, whatever the work they are doing. जो कुछ भी कर रहे हैं उसमें टेक्नोलॉजी को कितना बेहतर तरीके से यूज कर सकते हैं. अभी ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन का जो पीछे अगर कुछ पैंडेमिक से पहले की हम बात सोचें, when we used to have a discussion with somebody and we used to say कि like okay, it's not feasible for us to meet physically, let's have a discussion on Skype or through any other platform. It was very difficult for the people to agree. They used to have okay, this particular has certain complexes, and that's our maybe having a kind of feeling of a superiority complex. But nowadays, the communication, this technology, it has become very easy tool. So because of this online system, only all of us are interacting so easily. Earlier, it would have been, we need to give much more time. But now, say, we are saving a lot of time. So such kind of, these things will be there. And of course, the use of robots, the artificial intelligence, which all that will definitely be there. So basically, that's the thing from my end. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Akhilesh ji. And जैसा आपने कहा, pandemic is a temporary phase and things will get back to normal. उम्मीद तो सब यही कर रहे हैं कि वो सच में एक temporary phase हो, ज़्यादा लंबा ना हो, but the kind of changes it is bringing to the industry are permanent. वो बहुत ज़्यादा change नहीं हो रहे हैं, वो एक इस तरीके से नेगेटिवली चेंज हो रहे हैं कि जॉब्स काफ़ी कुछ खत्म होते जा रहे हैं. एंड वहाँ पे उसका पॉजिटिव ट्रेंड किस तरीके से लाया जाए, क्या उसके लिए इंडस्ट्री तैयार है? एज एजुकेशन, एजुकेशन इंडस्ट्री तो तैयार है ट्रेन करने के लिए, स्किल्स का शिफ्ट करने के लिए, नए स्किल सेट्स को इंट्रोड्यूस करने के लिए, लेकिन क्या इंडस्ट्री उसके लिए रेडी है या इंडस्ट्री केवल कॉस्ट कटिंग सोच रही है? So thank you so much, Akhilesh. Let me invite the next speaker for today. And शायद cost cutting पे एक नया perspective हमारे next speaker दे पाएं, because he's a chartered accountant and he runs a school. तो किस तरीके से finances बहुत तरीकों से education को, industry को impact कर रहे हैं और finances की वजह से business models evolve कर रहे हैं. Let's listen from the next speaker for today, Dr. Rajiv Gupta, the director of Golden Bells Preschools and the D Indian Public School from Delhi. Rajiv ji, over to you for the next 3 minutes. Please unmute yourself.
Good evening, Dakshan. Good evening, all the eminent panel. Dr. Vats, Mr. Chaturvedi, Mr. Trilok, Aditi ma'am, Dr. Mala. The most important thing, the most important skill which we require is trust. Pandemic, last 2 years, social security, trust, compassion, empathy, all these are interlinked. And what we have found is, in totality, it is my personal opinion, we have lost trust in each other. We consider a school or a university or a state or the center level. People have been wandering for last 2 months for lack of medical facilities, which were already available in the country, but still they were, because of some political reasons, not being able to reach to the right person, and therefore each and every family had a very tragic story to live with. So most important thing which we need to teach is trust, because moral science and moral values are being eroded from the school curriculum, and the child is only focusing on scoring maximum marks and then looking for a good career, that means good money. What is being lost is the human touch. We are not creating human beings, we are creating money-making machines. And in this race, technologies will come and go, skills will come and go. Today, as of now, the entire country is addicted to coding and AI and ML and data science. This phase will also pass in a year or so. But after that? What after that? Because once we lose the trust in the head of the society or the head of the state and head of the country, everything looks worthless. People should need to understand that we are not existing, we are living. There is a huge gap between existence and living. And to fight for basic necessities of survival in the 21st century, is very shameful for a country like India, which is dreaming of 5 trillion economy. What is going to happen? Like you said, rightly you said in the beginning, 30 lakh jobs are going to be shelved in this coming year. What will happen? More of depression, more of suicides, more of abuse, domestic abuse, more of everything which is going to be affecting the mind of a child who is in a house caged since last 15 months, and more probably for the next 9 months, and more probably for the next academic year for the primary level. I doubt the primary schools are going to open in 22-23 also. So the state of fear and the trauma in which the children are living, and they are exposed to the mental torture and the financial decrease in the livelihood of each and every individual, except few individuals who have benefited from this tragedy, the leading industries 5, 6, 7, or the entire country is suffering. So rather than focusing on education per se in terms of subjects, we should focus more on developing trust. Last week also I stressed the trauma through which these class 12 children were passing since April 20 till March 21 and then till June 21. Who is going to take the responsibility for those children?
Thank you so much, Rajiv. Sir, the 3 minutes were over, but we'll try to come back to you because आप कुछ काफी important बोल रहे थे. But format show का ऐसा 3 मिनट में रोकना पड़ता है. But again, we'll have an open floor. तब वहाँ पे हम आपके सारे पॉइंट्स लेने की कोशिश करेंगे. जो बातें आपने कही उसमें से कुछ काफी important points निकले जो आगे तक जाएंगे टॉक में. And I think आपने जिस बात से शुरू किया, ट्रस्ट बीइंग अ स्किल, ये अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ी आयरनी है कि हमें ह्यूमन इमोशन को अब स्किल बनाना पड़ रहा है और हमें उसे सिखाना होगा, क्योंकि सच में वी ऑल लॉस्ट अ लॉट ऑफ ट्रस्ट. एंड उस वजह से क्या हुआ, वो विश्वास जाने की वजह से घर के अंदर मेंटल स्ट्रेस एक नया फैमिली मेंबर हो गया कि हर एक जना कहीं ना कहीं घर में कोई ना कोई नेगेटिव स्टोरी, कोई ना कोई स्ट्रेसफुल हैपनिंग अपने साथ लेकर हर रोजाना जी रहा है. फ्रॉम ह्यूमंस टू मनी मेकिंग मशीन्स. हम कब एजुकेशन का ध्येय बदल गए ये समझ में ही नहीं आया, और वो इतना अलग तरीके से बदल गया कि अब समाज इकट्ठा नहीं हो पा रहा, वो अपने आप पे भरोसा नहीं कर पा रहा. फाइनली फ्रॉम सर्वाइवल टू एक्चुअली लिविंग. एंड जिस बात पे आपने बात को कंक्लूड किया है, जहां पे आप और ऐड कर रहे थे कि जो ट्रॉमा ये बच्चे झेल रहे हैं उस ट्रॉमा की जिम्मेदारी किसकी है और इससे डील कौन करेगा. ये 2 बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस है जो हमें पूछने होंगे अपने आप से भी, एस्टैब्लिशमेंट से भी, एंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंटली पूरी कम्युनिटी से, बिकॉज वो बच्चा उस कम्युनिटी की वजह से बड़ा होगा, अकेले कोई बड़ा नहीं हो जाता. So thank you so much, Rajiv. Let me invite the next speaker for today, Dr. Mala Kapoor, the Director Principal of Silver Line Prestige School from Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh. Mala ma'am, over to you for the next 3 minutes. Please unmute your audio and a very warm welcome.
Thank you very much. I will utilize my 3 minutes in just sharing my point of view with everyone. When we say jobs are less or jobs will be taken off, in my career, in my life, I have not seen much scarcity of people with talent, with skill. When we say jobs are less, we talk about the government jobs. Over here, now we have to create, and we are trying to create people who create jobs, not looking for job, but create jobs. So this should be the turning point that everyone, in spite of looking at some jobs, should be a job creator. And about the careers post-COVID, we were always in need of a good environment. We have spoiled it quite a lot by roads and by air and by polluting every nook and corner of the earth. So finally, the earth has wrapped up in plastic after we wrapped her in plastic. So we have to take care of the environment, and we have to sensitize children that environment is care for environment. Conservation of environment is also a great career, which is the only way to sustain the earth, because we do not have a planet B, plan B. There is no plan B. There only this earth we have. So careers, I have seen they come and go. We all remember when email started, we were worried, oh, postmen will be losing their jobs, and there will be so many people unemployed because we will be communicating through emails and less of letters and the physical thing. But you see how the trend changes, and that phase never came that postmen were not say they didn't have jobs, they converted into courier deliveries. So the things keep changing. We were scared when audio cassettes went away, the CDs went away, and the video cassettes went away. Oh, ab kya hoga? What will be the video library person do? But then see how those people changed to the cable work. So necessity and need of the hour suggests itself that what careers are ahead and what we should be training ourselves and building up the skills so we can take the challenge in future. So the biggest change I see, and that will be a career change, online content development. Everybody is very comfortable sitting at home and learning various things. Everybody is now almost tech savvy. I can see each and every labor, even the little rickshaw puller or the little vendor on the roadside, they have phones. They click the pictures and they share things and they're learning every day. So career options will never end if we have job creators. So the post-COVID trend, I think, will be, we will have learning hubs where the students of age 3 to 18 will be going and developing different skills. They will be experimenting in the learning hubs. They will have practical, and at home, sitting at home, they will choose themselves which company they want to take the course on and which is the most effective company, where this company is giving the better, like we choose our books of different publications, NCERT or Madhuban or, so many Nurture and Well. So then I think parents and teachers and, parents and students, they will be looking for good content delivery, which interests their child, which catch.
Thank you so much, Mala ma'am. The 3 minutes are over. Between again come back to you. आपने जो बातें कही उसमें कुछ important points को मैं वापस summarize करने की कोशिश करूँगा. Developing job creators and most importantly, हम लोग हर समय जब भी एक टेक्नोलॉजी ऑब्सोल्यूशन हुआ हम डरे हुए थे कि शायद आगे क्या होगा, लेकिन हर बार एवोल्यूशन हो गया, कुछ ना कुछ नया बन गया और सब कहीं ना कहीं एडजस्ट हो गए. पोस्टमैन कोरियर बॉय हो गया, सीडी गई तो उसके बाद पेन ड्राइव हो गई और अब वो फाइनली क्लाउड बेस्ड म्यूजिक हो गई. सो विद टेक्नोलॉजी चेंज थोड़ा सा डर आ जाता है, लेकिन ऑब्सोल्यूशन के बाद कहीं ना कहीं इनोवेशन वापस आ जाती है. ऑनलाइन कंटेंट डेवलपमेंट एक बहुत बड़ी इंडस्ट्री अब उठ के आ गई है, जो हम सब देख रहे हैं, कंज्यूम भी कर रहे हैं और उसका पार्ट भी बन रहे हैं. लर्निंग हब्स फ्यूचर होंगे. स्कूल एज एन इंस्टीट्यूशन, कॉलेज एज एन इंस्टीट्यूशन या यूनिवर्सिटी एज एन इंस्टीट्यूशन बहुत तरीकों से अपनी डेफिनेशन को बदलेगा, बिकॉज अब फाइनेंशियली भी वो मॉडल एवोल्यूट कर रहा है, फिजिकली भी एवोल्यूट कर रहा है और डेली ऑपरेशंस में तो बहुत ज्यादा एवोल्यूट कर रहा है. तो हमें वहां समझना होगा कि एजुकेशन अब डिलीवरी के लिए और कौन कौन से मोड यूज करती है. एक चीज जो हम ऑलरेडी देख रहे हैं, एजुकेशन अब दान नहीं रह गया, वो अपने आप में एक पूरा चलता फिरता बिजनेस है, जिसे अब एक टिपिकल मार्केट कंपटीशन को हर रोज फेस करना होगा, जो ऑलरेडी चालू हो गया. अब कंटेंट की एक ऐसा झगड़ा है जो हर दिन चलेगा और आपको हमेशा उसमें एक स्टेप आगे होना होगा, बिकॉज कहीं ना कहीं एजुकेशन में एंटरटेनमेंट का फैक्टर थोड़ा बड़ा हो गया. अगर आपका कंज्यूमर, आपका यूजर, आपका व्यूअर आपसे एंटरटेन्ड नहीं है तो आपको अपनी एजुकेशन को बदलना होगा. So thank you so much, Mala ma'am. Let me invite the next speaker for today, Captain Praveen Roy, Principal of Samsara, the World Academy from Greater Noida, Uttar Pradesh. Praveen ma'am, over to you for the next 3 minutes. Please unmute your audio and a very warm welcome.
Thank you so much, Dakshi, for inviting me over, and thank you to all the panelists for their wonderful views. So first, I'm going to use the concept of speed and velocity when it comes to our students. Speed is where you just rush. Velocity is a better version of speed because you have a sense of direction. So I think our students need to have a sense of direction from the very beginning, that what is it that they want to do. And all the speakers have undoubtedly spoken about skills. I'll come to that. And my most favorite skill is the trade skill. But before that, my favorite question that I ask to all my students is, just make a guess whether the design engineer gets a more salary or an economic analyst. And to my surprise, most of them feel that design engineer gets more salary, whereas in reality, it is the package of economic analyst, which is much, much higher than a design engineer. So finally, it comes down to the concept of demand and supply. So if there is demand in the market and less of supply, then you're going to be getting a better job, and there is never a dearth of job for you. And if there is a lot of supply, like in our country, we churn out engineers at the rate of I don't know what, and then finally they'll end up getting no jobs. So I divide the demand and supply concept into two oceans, red ocean and the blue ocean. Red ocean is where we put all the jobs which are going to get eliminated because there is a lot of supply, but there's hardly any demand. These are routine nature job like a stenographer or a bank teller or a telephone operator, because these jobs have been taken over by technology. Now let's talk about the blue ocean. Blue ocean is something that has not been unexplored, that has not been explored, where the parents or the society, we don't support those jobs, and that is what brings me to the trade skills. Now I am reading a wonderful book called Boom Country, and it is all about the entrepreneurship. So it says India was always a country of kirana stores. India was always a country of handicraft people. Where have we lost that? Today, unfortunately, we churn out engineers, and at times, I am telling you the truth, they do not know how to fix a bulb in the holder. That is the unfortunate truth of our country. So every school, every college has turned into a workshop, has to turn into a workshop, and we produce the best of the tattoo makers, we produce the best of the hairstylists, we produce the best of the carpenters and the best of the electricians. Now if I compare a salary of a corporate executive, say he is placed at a very high package of 20 lakh per annum, so and he works around 18 hours, and I divide his salary with the number of hours he puts in, vis-a-vis I compare with the salary of a carpenter. The other day for my school AC, I was booking an electrician, and he was charging 1,000 rupee for 30 minutes. That is his service charge, only the visiting charge. And other than that, so if he works at that rate for 18 hours, you can imagine he would be drawing much more salary than the corporate big fives or the Fortune 50 they offer to the students. So that velocity has to come into play right from the school level, maybe as early as class 6th, 7th and 8th. And I feel the jobs which are going to take up in the near future are going to be the analyst, the data scientists, the researchers, the innovators, the problem solvers, and the trade skills definitely are never going to go away, because whether it's pandemic or non-pandemic, we would always need the plumbers and the carpenters and the
Thank you so much, Praveen ma'am. And yes, आपने काफी अच्छा एक comparison बना दिया. You started with speed and velocity. कि speed तो दौड़ना है, and velocity is दौड़ना with a purpose. And I think उसी की अब शायद वापस हमें need है कि जहां हम एक design और art centric economy से एक agriculture economy में तब्दील हुए और उससे फाइनली एक सर्विस इकोनॉमी बन गए, यहां से शायद ट्रांजिशन को उल्टा करना होगा और हमें वापस रहे हैं कि क्रिटिकलिटी अचीव करना और किसी भी तरीके से उस क्रिटिकलिटी तक पहुंच के अपने आप को स्टैब्लिश करना. एंड जहां आपने फाइनली कहा कि हमें एज अ लर्निंग इंस्टीट्यूशन अब फाइनली वर्कशॉप्स में कन्वर्ट होना होगा, प्रोफेशन से वोकेशन की तरफ जाना पड़ेगा. लेट्स गेट आवर हैंड्स डर्टी, बिकॉज वहीं कहीं हमें वापस जाके हमारी इकोनॉमी संभलती हुई और अपनी जेबें वापस से भरी हुई मिलेंगी ओवर अ कोर्स ऑफ टाइम. कहीं ना कहीं एक कारपेंटर का एक इंजीनियर के जॉब से कंपैरिजन होना अब लाजमी हो गया, जो पहले हम नहीं कर सकते थे. पहले वो आयरनी था, अब वो नॉर्मल है. आई थिंक दिस इज व्हाट कोविड हैज टॉट अस कि अब आप बहुत नए नए पैरेलल्स ड्रॉ कर रहे होंगे, बिकॉज समाज बहुत नई तरीके से बदल रहा है. थैंक यू सो मच प्रवीण मैम. लेट मी इनवाइट द नेक्स्ट स्पीकर फॉर टुडे, मिसेस कनिका सचदेवा गोवी, द वाइस प्रिंसिपल फॉर दिल्ली पब्लिक स्कूल फ्रॉम रोहिणी, Delhi. Kanika ma'am, over to you for the next 3 minutes. Please unmute your audio.
Thank you so much for having me over. So I'll just, I resonate with a lot of things that have been said by various speakers. And in order to avoid any repetition, I just want to point out a couple of things. I feel that there was an empathy deficit prior to COVID. And now we have a lot of empathy. Probably it is the, stay at home, the lockdown has given us time to reflect and look inwards. And I feel that we are all trying to find meaning in our careers. which was probably not happening. We always thought that a career is something that is for yourself to thrive. But I think now we have all started thinking that, yes, it is something that helps us to thrive, but that is also something that will make everyone happier. And as Zuckerberg says, that, you know, we reward people for personal success, but not enough for taking the leaps that will help everyone succeed. But I feel that is happening. Now let's take the example of something that has sprung up so quietly all around us. It's like a huge cottage industry, I would say now, in the past few months that has come up, and that is home cooked food, ghar ka khana. Every apartment, every locality, every colony has at least 5 people who are supplying this ghar ka khana. And they're ordinary stay-at-home women who have probably never worked, or they were doing something else, and now they have switched over to this. Now, obviously, the first urge was, so there are 2 things what I was talking about. One is, of course, for your own survival, for thriving, and also, again, because there is a sense of empathy and to reach out to society to help others. And so you are finding happiness in this. And I see this is something that is going to stay, because I see people loving it, appreciating it. As working people, you know that there is an option available. And that is something there to stay, and it'll grow. And then again, when we talked about, you know, the mental health, this is going to be, yes, I agree, it's going to be a generation of anxious parents and anxious students. So this is going to give rise to everything related to mental health. There would be, I'm not talking about paramedics and medical infrastructure and the rest of it, that has already been said, and that is bound to grow, because we have seen the lacunae that exist in our society, both at the private and the governmental sector. But at the same time, there is going to be a great demand for counselors, psychologists, psychiatrists, caregivers, alternative healing healers, whether it is aura healing or chakra healing, or you know, whichever, Ayurveda, yoga, gym instructors, music, color therapy, you name it. And people are trying out these things. There are n number of people who are running these classes. There is growth in the number of YouTubers who are telling you how to do things yourself, DIY. I think there's a phenomenal increase in that. Every second person is becoming a YouTuber. And so I think these are areas which are really growing. And yes, communication, everywhere you require communication skills, whether it's written or spoken. And so there is a huge growth scope for communication trainers. Then, of course, when I talk of caregivers.
Thank you so much, Kanika ma'am. 3 minutes are over. To summarize what you said, empathy deficit हो गया था, जिसको अब हम वापस भरने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. Again, supply demand balance हो गया था empathy का. And finding meaning in our career, सब हमें केवल उस professional success से satisfaction नहीं मिल रहा, हमें कहीं ना कहीं मास्लो की self actualization need बहुत जल्दी पैदा हो गई है, और हमें उसको बहुत जल्दी achieve भी करना है. जैसा आपने कहा, एक होम कुक्ड फूड की कॉटेज इंडस्ट्री शुरू हो गई, अपने आप में एक उसी बात का एग्जांपल है कि हम कहीं ना कहीं से कोई ना कोई तरीका जरूर ढूंढ लेंगे जीवन यापन का. थेरेप्यूटिक करियर्स, क्योंकि अब इतना स्ट्रेस बढ़ गया है, इतने चैलेंजेस बढ़ गए हैं, तो अब हमें थेरेपी भी बहुत सारी चाहिए, बहुत तरीकों की चाहिए, ताकि हमारा सेटिस्फैक्शन वापस से अचीव हो सके. कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स की भीड़ है, क्योंकि कंटेंट की रिक्वायरमेंट बहुत ज्यादा है. आज की तारीख में व्हेन यूट्यूब कम्स टू इंडिया, वो यहाँ से दुनिया भर के लिए कंटेंट जनरेट करता है और दुनिया भर के देशों में उस कंटेंट को डिस्प्ले करता है. और यहाँ के यूट्यूबर्स हैं जो कि अपना मोनेटाइजेशन फॉरेन कंट्रीज से उठा रहे होते हैं. सो एज अ कंट्री वी आर अ हब ऑफ पीपल. हमें कहीं ना कहीं इंडिविजुअल्स को और नर्चर करना होगा और हमेशा स्किलिंग पे ध्यान देना होगा. सो थैंक यू सो मच कनिका मैम. लेट मी इनवाइट द नेक्स्ट स्पीकर फॉर टुडे. हम लोग हर ब्लब वर्ल्ड वेब टॉक्स में कोशिश ये करते हैं कि ज्योग्राफिकल वेराइटी हमेशा बनी रहे. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, हर तरीके से, हर तरीके के शहरों से हमें इनपुट्स मिले. So let me invite the next speaker for today, Mrs. Yachna Sharma, the HOD for English from Gurukul International School from Solan, Himachal Pradesh. Yachna ji, over to you for the next 3 minutes. Please unmute your audio, and a very warm welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Gaur. I hope I'm audible to everyone. very good evening to everyone. And I would like to start that yes, change is constant. And this is what we all are supposed to believe. Yes, it is there that post-COVID, the career options are going to change. But the normal village people, as Mr. Gaur stated, that he keep on joining us from different geographical areas. So being in Himachal, it's agriculture land over here. So I would like to say that the students, the people who get good education over here, they all are running for the white collar jobs. And now those white collar jobs, we know that right in the beginning, Mr. Gaur stated that as the statement is saying that 30 lakh people are going to be jobless by 2022. So I think the agriculture is again a very good option to come back to your native land, to take care of your native land, because I believe that roti is very important for everybody, be it as a person who is earning 20 lakh per annum, or maybe a 20,000 rupee, whatever. So roti is must, and agricultural land is to be taken care by all of us. One thing is this. Second, as an educationist, I believe that yes, these things can be drilled right in the beginning, and that is the school. We always focus, it is true, there is no doubt that we are not focusing on the rote learning. Whatever is syllabus is there, we have to do it, we have to cover it, and we have to tell students to, to score good marks. But what after that? Now, what we cannot make fake promises to our students that after getting so much numbers, you are going to get a nice job, because now we know the reality that it is not going to happen. If we are dependent on the white collar jobs only, government jobs we have already forgotten about, but yes, the white collar jobs which we talk about, then it is not going to be possible. So we need to accept the change which is coming after this post-COVID time. And change is not only due to the post-COVID time. One of the fellow speakers stated right in the beginning that yes, change is otherwise going to happen. It's only the pace of the change which has increased, and which I feel is good, because sooner we learn, sooner we realize the reality of the world, it is better for us that we'll understand how to take care of ourselves, how to take care of our society. Yes, of course, these short terms which are there, like YouTubers, we say that yes, of course, if someone is earning nicely, staying at home, there is no harm. This is something we need to inculcate in the students, that it's not only about rote learning, but it is also about your being earning with respect. That is it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Yachna ji. And yes, अब बहुत सारी opportunities tier 2, tier 3 cities में खड़ी होती जा रही हैं. वहाँ पे एग्रीकल्चर अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ी अब इंडस्ट्री हो गया है. एग्रीकल्चर लैंड प्राइसेस सब जगह ऊपर जाने शुरू हो गए हैं, बिकॉज वी ऑल नो फूड की क्रिटिकलिटी कितनी है, और हर किसी को उसी इंडस्ट्री में घुसने की कोशिश करनी है. वाइट कॉलर जॉब का एस्पिरेशन खत्म सा ही हो गया है, व्हाट वी कैन से, बिकॉज द चैलेंज इज नाउ पीपल डोंट वांट टू गेट इनटू दैट टिपिकल रट जॉब कि हाँ वो सुबह शुरू होगा शाम को खत्म होगा. सबको फ्लेक्सिबल लाइफस्टाइल की आदत है, और कोविड ने अब उस आदत को पक्का कर दिया है कि हम हमारे हिसाब से जीना चाहते हैं, तो वहां पे हम रिस्क थोड़ी सी ज्यादा ले लेंगे. एंड मार्क्स टू मनी का कनेक्ट अब कहीं ना कहीं धुंधला पड़ गया है कि मार्क्स ज्यादा हैं तो पैसे जिंदगी में ज्यादा होंगे. ये अब कहीं मतलब थोड़ा इसको कह सकते हैं ये विजन ब्लीक हो गया है. सो अब when we now talk to our students, when we now talk to the people who are going to be our future, we need to get much more innovative, much more receptive कि वो क्या सोचते हैं और नया इंडस्ट्री आइडिया उनके दिमाग में क्या है. So thank you so much, Yachna ji. So now we've actually listened to the first thoughts of all the speakers for today. The next 5 to 7 minutes is an open floor. अगर आप म्यूट कर दिए गए थे, कोई इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट था जो आप नहीं बोल पाए, कोई ऐसी चीज थी जो कंट्रीब्यूट आप अभी करना चाहेंगे, we'll be super happy to listen to you now. You can unmute yourself, but कोशिश ये कीजिएगा कि आप जो भी बोलें वो कम समय में खत्म हो जाए ताकि बाकी लोग भी कंट्रीब्यूट कर पाएं. So it's an open floor. Any of the speakers can unmute and you can speak. Rajiv ji, please.
Okay.
I would recommend, if I were the Education Minister of India, there should be a subject called accountability. Because in my 53 years of education, I am not finding anyone accountable for the education of a child who enters into a school at the age of 2 years and finally becomes something or someone happily. I am preaching multiple intelligence since last a decade, and I have counseled around a lakh of students and their parents. 95% of the parents in India still have two plans. One is my child will do what we are doing, or my child will do what I could not do. Where is the child? When we go to the institute, our place of worship or temple, which we call, unless and until the guard of the security guard bhaiya of the school, till the principal of the school come with the purpose of the child is centric, we will keep on having webinars and nothing will achieve, because the reality is, if the educated people do not participate in democracy, we should be prepared, and we are being ruled by the uneducated. So unless we have accountability, everything will be useless. So this is what we need to talk, teach: trust, accountability, empathy, sharing, caring, human values, moral values, life skills. इंग्लिश, हिंदी, मैथ, साइंस, सोशल आ जाएगा लाइफ के अंदर. एक कारपेंटर को या सब्जी वाले को कैलकुलेटर नहीं चाहिए कैलकुलेट करने के लिए कि 1 किलो प्याज है तो 300 ग्राम कितने का होगा, लेकिन हम लोगों को 2+2 करने के लिए भी मोबाइल या कैलकुलेटर चाहिए. तो जब तक एजुकेशन इज एवरीवेयर, it is how we understand our learning skills, and that will happen only when we are committed to the core purpose of going to the institution for the purpose of child, and that is severely lacking in India, because from top to the bottom everyone is mounting marks and money. I'm again stressing who is accountable for the mental trauma faced by the class 12 children across the country for the delay in announcing the cancellation of board exams after 6 months and 12 months of coaching. The entire country, like India is a marriage obsessed country. Similarly, India is a country which is obsessed with 12th marks. Board में कितने नंबर आए हैं? So that is till the time the Prime Minister of the country or the Education Minister or the CBSE chairperson of the country are accountable, I don't think we can progress. Being it could be very negative, but it is the reality. And we as educationists need to focus that the education sector of the country should be ruled and governed by educationists, not uneducated politicians.
नोटेड राजीव जी, आपने जो पॉइंट कहा ये काफी समय से डेमोक्रेसी की हिस्ट्री में रहा है. अगर आप प्लेटो की द रिपब्लिक को भी पढ़ेंगे, सॉरी सोक्रेटिस की अगर द रिपब्लिक किताब को भी पढ़ेंगे तो उसने डेमोक्रेसी और डेमागोगी के अंदर यही डिफरेंस बताया है. सो एब्सोल्युटली नोटेड. एंड आई थिंक एक पॉजिटिव नोट पे इसमें ये लिया जा सकता है कि अकाउंटेबिलिटी एक सब्जेक्ट होना चाहिए. अगर कुछ कर रहे हैं तो उसके लिए जिम्मेदार रहिए. आई थिंक माला मैम वांटेड टू स्पीक. मैम, ओवर टू.
Yes, what I would like to stress over here with what I feel, I have visited 60 countries, including, say, Antarctica. And my experience is that India lies very low when it comes to honor the dignity of labor, any kind of work. Why do we find it dignified to be a doctor and not to be a nurse or a paramedic or embroidery person? I can tell you, the industry is suffering. The design industry is suffering because there are very few people who have the skill of hand embroidery. And the one who has talent will always make great success in his life. वो कभी कहते थे बड़े बुजुर्ग, अगर हुनर है तो कभी मात नहीं खाओगे. तो ये जो एक चीज खत्म होगी, अब जो ट्रेंड चल रहा है, क्रैमिंग विल बी फिनिश्ड. मुझे दिखाई दे रहा है कि हम 10 साल के बाद लिखेंगे ही नहीं, पेपर ही नहीं होगा. सो जो बच्चे को हम स्ट्रेस करते हैं कि ए बनाओ, बी लिखो, सी लिखो, I think maybe it's my whim and fancy. I think we will just type. We will just type. Like हमको मशीन चलानी आनी चाहिए, वॉशिंग मशीन. हमें नहीं जानना है कि वो कैसे बनती है. So ए कैसे लिखा जाता है नहीं, बट ए कहाँ यूज होता है और कैसे कैसे है उसका यूजेज, इस पे ज्यादा हमारा जोर आएगा और करियर भी उसी तरह से ट्रेंड बदलेंगे. मोर वी गिव weightage to all the arts and cottage industry, as very well said by Kanika. I agree really that will help. Thank you.
Dignity of labor and finally art या आपकी स्किल या आप कितने आर्टिस्टिक हैं वो आपको जीवित रखेगा. क्योंकि आज भी अगर इफ आई गिव यू अ वेरी ब्लेटेंट एग्जांपल, हम लोग सब्यसाची पहनना चाहते हैं और वो सब्यसाची के अंदर अगर आप आज उठ के अपने शहर में कोई जरदोजी का आर्टिस्ट ढूंढेंगे तो आपको मिलेगा नहीं, और अगर मिलेगा तो वो इतना एक्सपेंसिव होगा कि अफोर्डेबल नहीं होगा. So thank you so much, Mala ma'am. Over to Triloki. You can unmute yourself.
Yeah. Good evening once again, and I agree with what Mala ma'am said just now, that we need to hone up the skills of the people, but it has to be age appropriate and it has to be place appropriate as well, and it has to be century appropriate also. 21st century skills are altogether different from the 20th century. So I think I started with the AI and the machine learning, but then I wanted to say something which I could not speak because of that, sprint which you made us to do, 100-meter sprint in 3 minutes time. So what I'm trying to tell you is that, we need to propagate. We at Delhi Public School, Ghaziabad, in Vasundhara, we have a 20 years old peer educators program where the children are becoming a peer educators. Because one teacher cannot be everywhere to solve out the problems of the children. Peer educators, 40-50 peer educators are there. They go to each class and find out if somebody is facing a problem, they help. So this we are trying to spread all around the country, and that compassion amongst the children to see if somebody is facing a problem, how can they pitch in to help the children to come out of it. It should not only be to schools, but it should be in the public places also. It should be in the societies. It should be in the hospital, in the clubs. I think this could be another way of creating peer educators or peer leaders, we can call them, who are going to help the others when it comes to mental and emotional health of the people. This is another thing which can be a great boom will be there in the careers of the counselors and the psychologists and likewise. So I think this is another one very good career which is across the pandemic for which is coming up in a big way. Thank you.
Peer teaching, peer education या peer skilling is something जिस पे हमें बहुत ज़्यादा ध्यान अब देना चाहिए, because community collaborate करना वहीं सीखेगी and वहीं से वो अपने careers को next level ले जा पाएंगे. So over to Kanika ma'am. Ma'am, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, so we were talking about digitalization. Yes, that's a huge field, but riding on the back of digitalization, I feel that two more careers that are following suit, and one is going to be of unethical hacking. And because when there is big data, there is going to be a lot of theft also. So there has to be a lot of unethical hacking. And there would be a big boom in that because that's where the money lies. Then, of course, the other area is rehabilitation. Now, with digitalization, there is a lot of addiction, and we are already seeing that among children. And therefore, rehabilitation here will really gain traction, because de-addiction will become a very, very important area to research in and work on. Even now, we do not know how to work on, we have no experts who can actually work on de-addiction of children or adults who are addicted to digital devices. So that's what I wanted to say, that these two are going to be very important industries and they have to come up.
डिजिटल रिहेबिलिटेशन एक इम्पोर्टेंट इंडस्ट्री हो जाएगी एंड एब्सोल्युटली उसके अंदर नए नए प्रोफेशनल्स की जरूरत होगी. एंड जैसे करियर्स एवोल्यूट करेंगे, क्राइम भी एवोल्यूट करेगा, तो अनएथिकल हैकिंग भी एक करियर हो जाएगा. वो ऑलरेडी इंडिया में तो हो गया है. वी हैव हैड अ नेटफ्लिक्स सीरीज ऑन इट, जामतारा. अगर आप चाहें यू कैन एक्चुअली हैव अ लुक एट इट. एंड यस, हम कहीं ना कहीं एज अ नेशन जब बहुत सारे लोगों को फ्री छोड़ देंगे तो बदमाशियां पहले होंगी, बाकी चीजें बाद में होंगी. सो वी नाउ नीड टू थिंक ऑन मच मोर बेटर लाइंस, जिसपे त्रिलोकी ने एक बहुत अच्छा पॉइंट दिया. लेट्स मेक देम पीयर एजुकेटर्स, कि सब एक दूसरे को थोड़ा थोड़ा पढ़ाना शुरू करें. कहीं ना कहीं कम्युनिटी आपस में एंगेज हो, इंटरनली एंगेज हो. रेशमा मैम वांटेड टू से समथिंग. ओवर टू रेशमा मैम.
Yes, thank you so much. This has been an engaging interaction of ideas. Thank you so much for your ideas. I just wanted to say something, according to me, and this is my personal experience, and otherwise also in the industry I've seen that, career should be based on your aptitude, your attitude, and your personality. So there are so many principles in this panel, and I would request each one of you that, you must make your children, your students go through this any kind of personality, aptitude, and attitude test right at the, when they're entering 9th class, in 10th class. You can also consider them taking Tamanna. And I'm sure you must be doing all this. Tamanna is another NCERT test that, it's very, very, it's reliable, it's valid, and you can make them go through this test. And I feel that, this gives a very fair understanding to children that, where do they stand and what are the careers that they should be looking for. Another important thing that I would like you to consider is that, see very carefully the CBSE's and UGC's list of skill and vocational courses. Because, many a times we only focus on science and mathematics, and after that, the commerce and the management, and then the arts comes. But I think this is the right time post-COVID that we should bring a lot of focus to skills and vocational courses also. And we must encourage our students to take such kind of courses, maybe the electrician or the plumber. Third thing I would like to emphasize most upon is, although you all have spoken about this in terms of empathy, compassion, collaboration, the human skills. So it's like, if you get those skills, you will be able to survive anywhere, according to me. So that is, I think, very, very important. And when I say, human skills, it is like, how you learn from your mistakes, how you have that collaboration, how you have that self-confidence, you have that, magic of growth and success, and you're able to come out of your comfort zones. You are also comfortable with the uncomfortable, like we are now. There is so much of uncomfortableness, but still we are trying to be comfortable. We are learning and growing. We have a beginner's mindset. So, you have adaptability. Like, so many teachers I saw, they were lacking technology skills, but how they, immediately overnight, they learned the technology skills, the curiosity, the learner's mindset, the ability to keep patience. Because we are living in a world of instant gratification. We are living in a world of Google and Alexa. So how do I have patience? How do I, inculcate patience in my students? That learner's mindset, that curiosity, that, humbleness, that beginner's mindset that, I can start anytime. I don't need a bigger platform. And, we have to make them understand that all big things take time. We have to inculcate the intelligence, which is social intelligence, connecting and collaborating with people, willingness to understand other person's view, having meaningful conversations, having that abundant mindset, okay, we are losing a lot of jobs, and there is a dearth of jobs in the society, but, something good would come out of that also. After all, we have lived so much, and it's not easily that we will die. And then cultural intelligence, social intelligence, cultural intelligence, that, how do I deal with diverse people across diverse countries and backgrounds? How do I become a digital global citizen? So how do I put my ideas into action? How am I able to take calculated risks? So I think, more than anything else, these human skills are very important. And, as an educator, how, from top to down, we can, put the skills in our teachers, in our junior teachers, and then to our students. This has to be seen. Because if we have the skills, I think we can survive any trauma, any crisis. कोविड के बाद भी अगर कुछ आएगा तो उसको भी हम फेस कर सकते हैं. And career, I have seen so many people changing careers. So if you have the basic skills, I think sky is the limit. That is what I only want to say. And do make your children go through the aptitude test so that, they are able to know about their true potential and where do they stand and, which is the profession that they should be looking for. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Reshma. Psychometric tests and कहीं ना कहीं बच्चे में थोड़ा और ज़्यादा delve in करने की कोशिश करें, जानने की कोशिश करें कि कहाँ उसका aptitude, attitude, ये सारी चीज़ें उसे किस तरफ ले जाएंगी. So thank you so much all the speakers. हमने सभी को अभी सुना. Nearly हमारे 60 मिनट conclude होने आ गए हैं. But before this call comes to an end, let me talk about the core purpose of Blub World, क्योंकि वो हमसे बहुत सारे जने पूछ रहे होते हैं कि हम करते क्या हैं. तो हम लोग बड़ी एक सिंपल सी चीज़ करते हैं. हमने ये जानने की कोशिश की कि अब जब बच्चों को आप पढ़ाएंगे तो वो पढ़ना चाहते नहीं. आपने उन्हें पैसिव लर्नर से एक्टिव लर्नर बनाना है, और एक्टिव लर्नर बनाने के लिए आपको आपकी टीचिंग को इंस्पिरेशन में तब्दील करना होगा. और जब आप उन्हें इंस्पायर करना चाहेंगे तो आपको कहानियां चाहिएंगी, और वो कहानियां हमारे पास पुरानी हैं, क्योंकि जब हम पुराने हीरो से, पुराने रोल मॉडल से आज के बच्चों को इंस्पिरेशन लेने को कहते हैं तो वो रिलेट नहीं कर पाते. And that's where the idea of Blub World came in, that we try to collect stories of teens who are doing amazingly well and try to inspire other teens from that. So one such story for all of you before this call comes to an end. This is about a lady or a teenager who lives in the US. She is an amazing surfer. घर पे कैंडी बनाने का शौक था. Her mother had the passion of making candy at home. उससे वो शौक उन्हें लगा. वो शौक इतना बड़ा हुआ, इतना evolve करता गया that right now she and her candy brand is available across the biggest retail chain on the globe. You'll get her candy on all the Walmart stores in the US, and she was on the cover page of Blub World just some months back, and that's Elena Moss, and we call her the Candypreneur. हम लोग हर महीने किसी न किसी ऐसे टीनेजर को ढूंढ रहे होते हैं who's doing amazingly well and try to share their stories with many more teens. आज से साल भर पहले हमने एक थोड़ी सी एस्पिरेशनल कोशिश की, and जिस पे हम अभी काम कर रहे हैं is to build the world's first exclusive teen parliament. हम दुनिया की पहली विश्व किशोर संसद बनाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, जिसमें दुनिया के 100 टीनेजर्स को हम MPs बनाएंगे. Around in the last 6-7 months, UNESCO became an official partner with the World Teen Parliament. The Mahatma Gandhi Institute is also an official partner. अब हम कोशिश ये कर रहे हैं कि अगर आपके आसपास कोई भी ऐसा टीनेजर है जिसके अंदर कोई एस्पिरेशन है, या जिसके पास कोई ऐसा सोल्यूशन है जो कि समाज के लिए काम में आ सकता है, तो let him participate, let him give that solution, and the World Teen Parliament will fund his idea so that he can execute it on ground. And most importantly, the only thing that the World Teen Parliament charges from a teenager is his time and intelligence. Thank you so much everybody for being a part of the Blub World Web Talks 143rd episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, open your audio, say a big yes, and thank you so much for being here with us this evening. Thank you, people.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This was wonderful.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Great hearing everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.